What's up, team? It's Sherman here from Geek Psychology. This is the third video coming from tvtropes.org, where I'm taking the RPG elements and fusing them with personal growth. You serve your purpose in its own domain. Like, you have a specific domain that needs you to do your thing, needs you to step up and play life better. It is called An Adventurer Is You, and I want to read this little blurb down here. One, because I think it's kind of cool, and the other because it just condenses it. Hunt dragons and delve in the forgotten lore of a high fantasy epic. Explore the galaxy and conquer alien planets in a science fiction universe. Balance your chi and master the martial arts in ancient China. An Adventurer Is You. You can do anything. Well, anything that your class allows you to do. The way I see life and us, the people, us adventurers living life, the ones who have kind of awoken, are no longer NPCs, the ones that are out there trying to make themselves better and live a better life, make the world better, whatever it is. We have specific skills. Each of us has some set of things that we are really good at. We have our superpowers. We have our class specialties. And then you bring that into the Myers-Briggs cognitive functions, and you have these kind of semi-condensed archetypes, right? You have the engaging hero, extroverted sensing. I'll use fantasy terms with it too. The engaging warrior is that the one that goes out there and experiences life and gets connected to the real physical right now, immerses in it, right? Embraces it, has that appetite for more and more. You also have introverted sensing, which is more like that stabilizing guardian, the tank, the one that's like doing its duty and implementing the practices and strategies and tradition and things like that, and like checking in with now and comparing that to all this huge data bank of experiences in the past, and then bringing it out and being like, okay, this is what we need to expect here, and this is how we should prepare ourselves to deal with it better. You can see just within that's just 2 cognitive functions, right? You mix those all together, you get 16 types, and there are all these different functional energy type aspects to it, and like where they are in your cognitive function stack, all this other stuff, right? Different flavoring, different like roles that they play within the movie of your life, or within the game of your life, right? They fill different roles. So it keeps going, right? I might as well just go through this, okay? I have tons of videos that do this, but let's just keep going. So you go into intuition, you have extroverted intuition. I think of it as like that innovative artificer. It's the one that's like throwing bombs all over the place and playing with things to see what emerges, right? Like fiddling to see what's going to happen from this, and brainstorming excitedly. It's very fast-paced action, right? It's like, well, what could happen here? Let's try it. I don't know. And boom, okay, we got this new thing. Boom, I like boom. Okay, here, let's go. Let's focus it. Let's try it in this other way. Let's bring it over here and mix it with this thing. See what happens. Kind of like an alchemist. Then you have introverted intuition. The name that just I keep coming back to is the visioning mystic. It could be like a ranger or a shaman or a mind walker or something like that. Sentinel, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But it's the one it's questioning the perspectives, the meta perspective, seeing things from these different viewpoints to see like where is reality not being seen. Like if you shift your focus, if you reframe how you look at something, if you see it from another perspective, other eyes, whatever it is, you're going to get different insights into it. And those insights are going to come out. You're going to uncover the meanings of things. You're going to be able to use symbols and kind of this meditative state where you access your whole brain and you come out with this insight that's a gem, right? You can't explain it all the time. I understand that, but it's probably correct. And those are just the 4 perceiving functions that I talked about, right? But those are superpowers, and different percentages of people do those things differently, right? But each of those is a class that is ultra important. It serves a purpose, right? You can't fight every monster, every dragon the same way. They're going to have resistances. They're going to have certain tactics that you need to pull out there, right? And if you keep trying to go at it the same way, if you're the engaging warrior and you keep doing that stuff again and again and again, you just engage, fall flat. Oh, I'm going to try it again. Let me do it again. Oh, okay, let me do it again, right? Sometimes you got to bring in different skill sets, right? But you serve your purpose in its own domain. Like, you have a specific domain that needs you to do your thing, needs you to step up and play life better. Let's go into the tactics. Let's go to the judging functions. You got thinking. If we bring it to extroverted thinking, I use the name the strategizing commander, because it's strategize. How do we get to our goal? It's also a commander. It's managing the materials, the resources, the people, delegating, saying, you need to do this. This is where we're going. This is the vision. This is how we're going to get there. Let's put the pieces together and let's do it the most efficient, effective way. You got introverted thinking, which is it's the analyzing adept, the wizard kind of character. It could be a scientist, could be an engineer. You are very good at doing certain things, specifically focusing in on certain things. You get so much information, right? And so much expertise built around that knowledge, around the things that you're interested in, the things that you're curious about. And that guides you to make your decisions by leveraging that information, or to just understand, like really truly understand how all this makes sense, and to check in with the definitions and get really clear on that information, right? And to zone it off, focus in, really focus in on it, to clarify, to check with your reasoning, to eliminate errors, right? Run that debugging code, find the perfect spell for the situation type thing, that endless quest for knowledge. The world needs people who can do that. I struggle with it, so I need it. I need you to help me, please. Going into feeling, I consider these like the healers, right? You have extroverted feeling, the unifying cleric or envoy, depending on the genre. And this is the one that's unifying, getting people working together, boosting their spirit and their morale by having everybody going in the same direction, focused in on the same thing. Like this is our goal. Everybody knows that. Everybody's going to work together, and it's just going to be beautiful. Like everything is just like so smooth together when everybody understands what is to be expected and what is to be honored and valued as well. It's more about the harmony of the situation and reading, for example, the vibe of the room and seeing like, dude over there is low on health. This dude he's at like 80%. We need to like kind of heal this whole room here. We need the vibe going a little bit better, right? And I can see how these two are conflicting, and this one over here is kind of feeling left out. I need to deal with that, right? That's why it's more like a cleric. It's more like an envoy. It's bringing people together more proactively, strengthening bonds, right? Like sharing parts of yourself and those kind of vulnerabilities or whatever, your values, your opinions, sharing it, expressing it, kind of as leverage within the human system to make things work more smoothly. Think about that one. And the last one, introverted feeling, the resonating priest. A priest could be like a monk, could be like a druid. But that's how I see it. You know, the resource that we're focused on is resonance. It's making sure everything just feels right. Like when I make a decision that feels good, something in me, like all the sloshing kind of values just lock up. It's like a flash freeze of that liquid within me, and it's just unbreakable. It's stone focused. That's what resonance is for me. And the priest type aspect is, healing people, doing what is seen as good. Right? It's not always good. I understand that. Everybody makes mistakes, but it's checking in with your conscience and considering ethics and kind of weighing back and forth and be like, is this the good choice? Like, how do I feel if I were to make this decision? How would it actually sit with me and my identity and my essence, my soul, or who I am? Right? Would I be inauthentic? Because inauthenticity just it feels awful. Especially for somebody who uses introverted feeling, this resonating priest type character as their lead, their dominant one, and evoking emotion, healing, focusing on the underdog. These are all other like skill sets, right? Skills within the resonating priest. So I've talked a lot, right? Just to summarize all of these, which I've done in other videos too, but I like doing it. It's kind of fun. It gets me excited. And this is what I'm talking about. This is something that I love to do, right? Based on my experiences, based on, my interests, my hobbies, who I am as a person, my identity, my personality type. And somewhere in the world, somebody needs this. I needed it. This is how I learned about myself and other people, is by being like, oh, it's kind of like this. It's kind of like this character. I was playing a lot of World of Warcraft at the time, which you can probably tell. It's kind of like this character. Oh, it's kind of like a hunter. It's kind of like a mage. Okay, it's kind of like a warrior, right? That helped me so much. I can't even express it. It was completely life-changing. I would not be... I don't even know what I'd be doing right now. Can't even imagine it because of what has emerged through all this. Just through this process, right? And this is something that I feel that the world needed, right? And I'm still working on my messaging and figuring out how to explain it and getting it out to the right people and all this other stuff. Whatever you like, whatever you've built experience around, whatever your hobbies are, that you've really honed and you've learned a lot about something, you are 1 to 100 steps ahead of other people who are struggling with the same stuff. Did you make it through a divorce, whether you're a parent or a child or whatever it is? That's something that people are looking for help with. Did you move to another country? That's something that people are struggling with right now. That's a problem that they're having. Did you overcome depression? Okay. Other people need that. Other people need help. You might be one of them, right? But there is somebody out there, at least one other person who has succeeded in doing what you're trying to do. It might not be 100%, might not be exactly the same, but you can take from it the lessons. So what I'm saying is that the world needs you to do what you do and express it. And to have the courage to go out there and do that, to be an adventurer. Those are my thoughts on it. I'd like to hear yours down below in the comments, and hopefully some of this helped you. Hopefully I didn't just go too fast through all this stuff, but if you're curious about it, there's the website and hundreds of other videos that I've made and other people have made as well. All right, so keep up the lifelong questing. Good luck, have fun. Peace.